Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to another YouTube channel, everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back together again, and in today's video, we're doing a series review for the Thundermans series. This next week, we are getting the Thundermans Return movie on Paramount Plus Nickelodeon, and I thought it would be a perfect time to go back and watch all 4 seasons of the Thundermans, and this week I would give you my thoughts on all 4 seasons, and let's get started with talking about the Thundermans. And honestly, going into this show, I was thinking this is gonna be one of the worst shows ever. But when honestly, like, I was talking with my friends, not many of my friends seem to like it. But if I'm being honest, the Thundermans is actually a pretty good show. And, you know, obviously, I don't think this is like on par of like a Henry Danger or an iCarly or Victorious or a Drake and Josh, or even some of the other Nickelodeon shows like SpongeBob, or even one I saw recently, Avatar, or Kung Fu Panda, or Ninja Turtles. This is a good show, a good superhero show that dives deep into these characters, and it's basically a show about a family of superheroes and showing what their everyday lives are like. And I think that's the first good thing about this show is the family. All of the interactions between all the characters, they're fun. You of course got to talk about the main characters, of course, with Max and Phoebe played by Kara Kosorin, as well as Max played by Jack Griffo. Both of the characters are funny as they're the two big sister and brother, but they're also twins, and they have the same powers, so their banter back and forth and their chemistry is perfect. You also get the other little brother and sister with Billy and Nora, where one is a speedster, one has laser eyes, and they're both just have so much fun adventures together, whether it's with their baby sister Chloe or with Dr. Colosso. Even Dr. Colosso is a very fun character. Even the parents, they even find a way to give the parents some great ways where they are these retired superheroes, but they're really good as parents. They really do good as parenting, and in some ways they find a great way to make them feel like these old farts, and that's very funny at times. That's another great thing. This show is also very funny. There are multiple times where I actually laugh at all the little jokes. Not because of the sitcom applause or the sitcom laughing track, because the jokes that they do in the show are actually pretty clever, so yeah. Another thing that I really enjoyed about this series was some of the drama, and that it's able to somewhat make you care about all the characters. To where when one character is feeling bad or down, you actually care about the relationships and you care about the conflict that's going on. And I would say probably the best character out of this whole show was Max. Because in the first 2 seasons, we see him trying to be this villain and having this villain phase, trying to work when Phoebe gets Link as her boyfriend and realizes Link is the son of Evil Man. He's trying to work with Evil Man, and then he gets Dr. Colosso to go back to the Villain League, and he tries to like work together with King Crab. And then we get to the end of season 3, and he's literally about to join the Villain League with Dark Mayhem, and he's gonna take away his sister's powers and destroy all of Hiddenville. And you realize, but like, even like, that's one of the things. I think season 3 is I think the last 2 seasons might be my favorite seasons of this show. And it's all done because of the way they did the character of Max. As once you get into season 3, and he starts dating Allison, you start to see him become a better person. He starts quitting his pranks. He starts, he starts liking himself. He starts being kind to people a little bit more. And you also see him grow into you also see him get out of the villain phase and become a full-on hero and care about his family. And then you get into the 4th season, and you see the friendship between him and Phoebe grow and change as they're both now finalists of trying to get on the Z-Force. But then even then you get to the second last episode of season 4 and he keeps repeating the date because he's scared because he's worked so hard to get this far and he's worried that he's not going to make it. And that's powerful stuff. For me, Max is the best character, but he's also likable. Like, even if he changed his ways of being evil, he still is the same person with the same charismatic. He's still sassy, but he's still great. And so for me, Max is my favorite character of this whole show. So the way they did his whole character arc was fantastic. And so yeah, I loved it. And I also love the choice at the end of the series where from how much stuff that Phoebe and Max have done over the seasons, they're now the new leaders of the Z-Force, but now it's called the T-Force, and the Thundermans are now a part of the T-Force team. So now the whole Thundermans family finally get to go out and be superheroes and protect the world and save the world. And I thought that was a great conclusion to it. Plus changing the name of the C-Force to the T-Force. Great conclusion. And a great way to pay off all that story. And I'm super excited for when we get Thunderman's return movie. Where exactly are we going to see them? How exactly is the events of this episode going to pay off into the movie? I'm so excited for that. Unfortunately, we have to talk about some issues I got because it's not a perfect show. And we got into the bad, and I feel like one of the big things is it's a superhero show where the superhero stuff is kind of awkward. Now, one of the best things I love about Henry Danger is that we live in that world where Henry becomes a superhero, and throughout the series, you see how much of stuff he's earned and how much of a hero he's become, and that's a great story. It's not that I have a problem with a family of superheroes, but with all the villains and the different heroes that are established, and with the Hero League, there are certain heroes like assigned to different lands. Yet Barb and Hank are retired supes. Yet they still have their super suits, and they have to go out and protect their children no matter what. And so it's like it's kind of weird at times, because if they're retired, why don't they just stay retired instead of just always saving people? But like it's a little weird. Like there's nothing clever about the world of superheroes and villains in this universe. Plus, the world doesn't really feel original because it feels like there's all these other different worlds. Whereas in Henry Danger, we're mainly in Swellview, but they have like Metroburg over here. But I don't know. It's like it feels a little weird. Plus, the way they handle the origins of our two retired superheroes in the show feel kind of weird and just used for jokes, and I don't really like that. But besides that, this is a really entertaining show that masters the family aspects, is very funny, and has a lot of great stuff in it. So, if you like sitcom, family Nickelodeon shows, this is definitely a show for you. And if you also like a bit of superhero-isms, but don't go into this show expecting big, epic action superhero stuff, because that's not really what it is. It has a little bit of it, but not much. But that's my review for the Thundermans. How about you? Tell me down below, what were your thoughts on the Thundermans series? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Where are you in between? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section below. And are you excited for the Thundermans movie next week? Tell me all down below in the comment section below. And with that said, let's get on my scores. And that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.